So, hello and welcome to the first episode of the Turn 5 podcast in 2026. Myself and Ben will be running you through the first look of the first three teams who have revealed their liveries ahead of the 2026 season, as well as mine, Chris's, and Ben's pre-season predictions, as we have done for the last couple of years now. Should we start things off with chronologically what happened first? The Red Bull RB Ford reveal event. Ben, let's start with Red Bull. What do we think of the 26 livery?
Yeah. It's, it's so. I've got one little gripe with it
Go on.
because it is really, really nice. But for some reason, on the wheels, they have the little blue lines around them, and it subtly irritates me.
Yeah, the wheels are the one thing on the V carb that irritates me. We'll come to that later. But for the Red Bull in part, I like
It's
it.
gorgeous.
They've done something different. It's still very much a Red Bull. You can't deny that. They've not gone drastically
Yeah.
different. But for the last few years we've criticised them for essentially doing a copy paste job and just updating the sponsors that are on the vehicle. Now we've
Yeah.
actually got a brand new design. It makes sense. This is the start of a new era, a new partnership with Ford. This is the first year that Red Bull will be a Red Bull Ford powertrain. So it's the first year of that. So a complete overhaul of the livery is probably the best way to sort of signify this. It looks really good. Chris did say that the blues sort of invoked that peak 2010s Sebastian Vettel
Yeah.
era.
Yeah, it's a little
100%
white
agree with
outer.
that. It's
The fact they
it's
put.
nice. It's a really nice car. That just is, yeah. I'm intrigued by each team's different design ideas with the wheels in particular. You said with the Red Bull have gone for the blue line.
Yeah.
It's intriguing. VCarb seem to be the only team that have done something remarkably different. It's yeah. But we've lost wheel covers by the look of it. We've lost the wheel
Partly.
brow as well. That's gone. We've got the first look at the number 3 back on the side of the car. Oh, it's so
Yeah, that's still.
It's so
It's really
painful.
weird.
It
It
is
is weird.
just
I
bizarre,
don't know
isn't
whether
it?
it's because it's Red Bull as well, so you just
Yeah,
resonate that with Danny
yeah, exactly.
straight away.
It's his old number on his old car, but yeah, it's strange. I saw a really funny comment online about somebody had like posted, but isn't it supposed to be a Ford? Where's the Ford logo? And then someone had replied with a picture of like the two angles that they'd posted on TikTok, and it was just them highlighting the fucking Ford logos. There's
Yeah.
one, we've got one on the tip of the nose cone, there's one underneath the driver's number on the side of the engine cover, and then I believe there's another one on the halo as well. Which
Yes,
I don't have an angle of, but it's on the
I think
inside.
it'd be on the
Yeah,
driver
there
on
we go.
board.
Yeah, or driver on board, you'll see it if it's where it. I imagine it is. Yes. Okay. I think we can just about see it. But I mean, there's a bloody massive one on the side of the engine cover, and there's
Yeah, it's
also a
just
very prominent one on the nose cone of the car.
I reckon it's just done about right. You know it's there, but it's not fucking bang in your
It,
face. It's
yeah,
Ford.
yeah,
It's still
exactly.
Red Bull.
It's Red Bull, but it's clearly backed by Ford. It's not
Yeah.
Ford that's had a Red Bull to drink.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it.
I do like the black bottom half that it's still got some detailing in. I also like the sort of the in the blue within the blue itself. It's got like Red Bull printed within it. I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
if
got
you've
little
like
details.
see that. It's not just a plain blue. Also, they've gone back to the gloss, which I think is helping with the 2010
Yeah,
comparisons, because for the last few years they've been a matte finish, but now they've looked like they've gone back for a high gloss, which is just so nice, and that's going to be so special under the streetlights. Like,
yeah, it looks so
imagine
much
that
better.
thing in Singapore and in Vegas. That's going to look phenomenal. Overall, I think this was a really powerful start to livery launch season. This has
Yeah,
set the bar quite
yeah.
high.
This gonna. I reckon by the end of every livery, this will be in the top three. I reckon
Yeah,
comfortably.
yeah, comfortable top three, I reckon. Q Nepenthes 16th.
Yeah.
Elite referencing that. Now I'll point this out because we've got the similar shot on both ones here. The Red Bull and the Haas, we both have a top-down shot. The Red Bull definitely has narrower front tires on
It
their
does.
rendering,
Yeah.
so I really don't know what happened with Haas there. We'll come to that in a minute. I might put a picture on screen as and when needed, if I remember in the editing process. Probably won't. It's so rear tires, right? It's just the
Yeah.
same. Right, should we cover off the other half of the Red Bull saga?
Yeah, off to RB.
It's very similar to last year. They have changed it slightly. I do like the increased amounts of blue at the back of the vehicle,
Yes.
and I do like the increased size of the blue swathe up the side pod towards the intake. Overall, it's similar enough to last year that I say it's last year's car, but it's different enough that I say it's a positive iteration on that design.
Yeah, it's. I'd say it's very different to last year.
It's got the same
Just
DNA, but
yeah, it's the same format.
yeah, but they've moved to improve it, and I like that. It's not this. It's not this. You get to say, "Oh, but you just said you don't like that." The Red Bulls was quite literally a copy and paste. Just the sponsors
Yeah,
changed.
yeah,
This has changed. It is not identical in any way, shape, or form. They've done good things here. Um, the numbers should look very prominent with the white outline in the blue. So hopefully that'll be quite easy to spot on broadcast. And obviously it's got the typical Red Bull yellow air intake. They've both
yeah.
teams seem to have a black halo this year. Which is interesting.
Carbon.
Yeah. But then yeah, I want to bring up this point. The wheels. What do you think about the wheels on this? Because something about it just seems a bit odd to me.
Um, I from the photos, I really like them. When it comes to seeing it on a track or whatever, it could be very different.
Yeah, I don't know. The first set of photos I saw, it really didn't sell me because it looked like they'd
Because
almost it looked like they had wheel covers, but they'd printed on the wheel covers the effect that it was indented. In this
yeah,
second set of photos that they've released, it's very much not a wheel cover. It's very much set into the wheel. It's almost like they've covered over the spokes instead, which is an
yeah, in
interesting
which
approach. If
case
that's what they've done, then by all means. But
that
is
should be banned.
is that what they've
You
done?
can never. I don't know. There's a photo of the wheel on the live event, and it doesn't look nice.
It
It's
looks
the third photo in.
too plasticky.
Yes.
It looks very almost Lego in a way.
Well, I see it as like the top of a water butt.
Yeah, it's giving bin lid vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's giving
You don't want
dustbin
bin
lid
lids on your
vibes.
wheels.
Um, look, overall, I think it's a nice car. They've also obviously these are just renders, right, of not the actual car. Nobody's going to show their hand this early, but also the
No.
difference in, or rather, the lack of difference. Sorry, between the barge board elements on the side pods. Do you want to take a look at
Yeah.
those? The leading element on the side of the car.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
That's the same. Mr. FIA, would you like to have a look at this, please? They'll be like, look, it's just a mule car. It's not an actual design. This is just so we can show off our livery. And that's probably how they get around it. But that
Yeah.
is
That's what it is.
fucking identical.
Do you reckon it's where like I'm guessing the FIA will send off their like fucking render car and be like, "This is our version." Do you reckon the design team use that to design their livery throughout the year, and then that's why?
Maybe, but then you look at the Haas and they have only two elements rather than the three. The horizontal
Are
elements.
they cutting prices?
But you see what I mean, right? They've got the vertical bit, and then there's two
Yeah, it's not
horizontal
as
ones. Whereas the V Carb and the Red Bull have the vertical bit and three separate, distinct horizontal elements.
yeah.
So I think some people were saying that Haas have shown their actual car. They can't have. They've got the wrong
I
fucking
don't.
tires on.
If that is, yeah, they should be worried. That should be
Man,
their first
if
upgrade.
if they've managed to put rear wheels on the front and make it work, fine, fair play. But they
Is there
can't
a rule
possibly.
around that?
There's got to be, right? Pirelli aren't just going to supply them with twice as many rear wheels, are they? But anyway, yes,
Use them for
the RB. Where do we reckon? I think slightly lower than Red Bull this year.
yeah, below
Interestingly,
Red Bull. I'd say
which
that
is
it's like
completely the opposite message we gave to last year.
yeah, I'd give Red Bull like a solid 8.5 out of 10. That RB, I'd give a 7.5.
Yeah, I'm thinking 7.5, somewhere in there is good. Obviously, once we've seen all of these, we will rank them and we will give our own
Yeah,
personal opinions on which we think
it
is best and which we think
depends
is
how bad.
worst.
Depends how bad the bin lids are.
This is true. That is a detraction, but I'm
Yeah,
trying to overlook it for the sake of the whole.
yeah.
It's something I can overlook. That's the thing. Um, Haas have gone an interesting route. I like this design. It's a
Very
lot.
nice.
It's a lot more white. It looks a lot more clean. Where they've just gone. You know what? We're going to stick with a blank color and just add elements through it. Compared to last year, where they tried to have blocks of white and blocks of red and blocks of black, and it looked a little bit too much in a way. Now it looks very smart.
It's smart, but it's also a bit dull, isn't it?
The lack of sponsorships is glaring. That is why it's
I
so
like
white. There's just no fucking
it.
sponsors there.
Yeah,
There's Gazoo Racing on the engine intake and on the engine cover, sorry, and there's Ruckus on the intake. That's it for the side of the car. For
yeah.
anything above the actual team name, that is it. That's crazy. You compare that to um, VCarb, where they've got Cash App, the Red Bull logo, and Ford Racing on there, or even Red Bulls, where they've got above Oracle, they've got the Red Bull, the Ford, Rocket. So they're missing
It's
something.
like McLaren Honda.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's more sponsorships in the pipeline that we're yet to see. But overall, besides the
But
fact that they've got rear wheels as front wheels, they've also not got any kind of cover for their wheels.
good.
They've gone for the open spokes, which I think is
Yeah.
best for Sure, I think VCarb will probably going to adopt this, right? Because surely open spokes is just going to be more beneficial for brake cooling. Surely.
Well, I hope so because I don't like wheel covers.
um,
In which case, Google Chrome are crying. They're like,
yeah.
"Oh fuck."
Oh, really niche ideas just gone down the toilet. Oh yeah,
It's Haas's livery's nice. You can't fault it, but
it's a Haas, isn't
because
it?
it's dull, it's like 7.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I prefer the V carb to this. Not by much. I think
Just
this
yeah,
is a really nice car. I think this is a really good look.
it's gonna be right in the mid pack of liveries.
Yeah, yeah. This is a top 6.
Yeah,
I reckon. I have to say that now because we're up
and
to 11 teams. I'm gonna say top 5.
then and then we say that, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you should try
I've
something,"
actually got
and
to put
then
it
a
6th.
team will try something different and be like,
Yeah,
"What the fucking hell are you doing?"
yeah. I think let's look at the upcoming releases we've got. Right. I think it's on their Instagram. Let me load that up real quick. Because we've got a couple more coming. Audi have announced a countdown to theirs. We've also got, I think it's Mercedes coming this week as well. Here we go. Yes. So we've had Red Bull and RB. We've had Haas. Audi are indeed tomorrow. We have on the 22nd, so Thursday, we have Mercedes. And on Friday, we have both Ferrari and Alpine. And then that's it. And there's nothing for the whole of next week. The one
Nice.
after the 23rd, the next one is Williams on Tuesday, the 3rd of February. Which makes sense given that the teams are going to be in the private test next week,
Yeah.
but is kind of annoying. Yeah, here we go. So, Shakedown Week. They've blocked out the whole thing pretty much from January the 26th to January the 30th is blocked out on the F1 calendar.
Yes.
So, yeah, this week's going to be interesting. Obviously, we've already had the Haas. With it being an American team, I wasn't sure if we were going to get it in time to do the podcast. Thankfully, we have, which means we've got something more than just Red Bull to talk about. Obviously, we'll have to cover Audi next week. Or no, we can't do next week. The week after, I guess.
Yeah, as long as Audi make their livery like the
The WEC one.
late, I was gonna say late 90s, early 90s BTCC cars. There's
Oh,
chrome,
okay.
red rings, beautiful.
I I have a feeling they're going to make it look like the e-tron Quattro, sort of just
Super
grey
nice.
with stripes.
No, don't ruin it.
Why am I getting that?
Quattro.
There we go. The S1 e-tron Quattro. If they go for something like that, probably slightly played down a little bit, but it's grey. It's got red trim.
Yeah, I don't. A bit less red than that,
Yeah, probably going to have to be, isn't it?
and a bit more chrome.
Man wants his chrome. Man wants his McLaren Mercedes back.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll cover those teams. Not on the 26th, on the 2nd, I guess. I'm back by that point. I'm sort
Yeah.
of all over the place. That's my problem. So I'm not here next Monday because I'm visiting family. The Monday after that, I am here. The Monday after that, I'm in. I'm on my way to Germany, and then the Monday after that, I'm back. So I think we're going every other week for a few weeks here.
That's fine because it's
It's
pre-season
off
anyway.
season, isn't it? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I've got a gig in Hamburg on the 10th of Feb.
Are you seeing some kind of hard?
I'm seeing a band from
hard
Manchester.
techno. Yeah,
It's a
the hard German techno.
no, it's a band from fucking Manchester, mate. So, right, shall we do these predictions that we should be doing?
Yeah.
Right, I've got Chris's here, and I've got mine here, so it's just yours that I need to fill in as we go through.
So I reckon we should start with Chris's because he's obviously going to be wrong.
You say that, but I've got the same as some of his, which is pain. We'll start with constructors because that's the shorter list and therefore the easiest to compile. In 11th place, Chris has gone for Cadillac. I have gone for Cadillac. Ben, what have you put?
I have went for Audi.
Audi, okay. Interesting. In 10th, both myself and Chris have put Alpine. Ben?
I've put Cadillac.
Okay. In 9th, this is going to get real old real quick. Myself and Chris have put Audi. Ben, what have you
I've
put?
put V-Carb.
V-Carb, really? Okay. In 8th, myself and Chris have put Haas. Ben, what have you gone for?
Alpine.
Oh, I thought we were going to have a hat trick then. In 7th, myself and Chris have put Racing Bulls. Ben.
Haas.
Haas. Okay, now we're getting some differences here. In 6th, Chris has put Aston Martin. I have put Williams. Ben.
I've put Aston.
You've put Aston. Okay. In 5th, I have put Aston Martin. Ben, what have you put?
Ferrari.
Ooh, okay. And Chris has put Williams. In 4th, Chris put Ferrari. I've put Red Bull. Ben, what have you put?
I've put Williams.
You've put Williams in 4th. Wow, okay. Williams beating Ferrari? What is this? The 90s?
Yeah.
In 3rd, I've put Ferrari. And Chris has put Red Bull. Ben, what have you put?
Red Bull.
You've put Red Bull. In 2nd, who have you put?
Mercedes.
My guy.
Yeah. We ain't on that fucking Mercedes train.
I have also put Mercedes. Chris, however, surprise to nobody, put McLaren, which means he put Mercedes first.
That's what the rumour mill's saying. Fuck the rumour mill.
It's only saying that because of their power unit. Just remember who made the best out of that power unit last year. Right, drivers. Drivers. Remember, we've got 22 this year. Ben, don't forget your Ferrari drivers. Okay, right. 22nd and last, I have put Franco Colapinto. Ben, who have you gone for?
I might change this. I will also say Franco.
Okay. Chris has put Perez. And then in 21st, Chris put Bottas. So he's really not thinking much of Cadillac this year. I have put Perez 21st. Ben, who have you put 21st?
Sergio Perez.
Nice. Same as me. Okay, 20th. Myself and Chris agreed here. We have both put Gabriel Bortoleto. Who are you gone for?
His teammate, Nico Hülkenberg.
In 19th, I've put Valtteri Bottas. Chris has put Franco Colapinto. Ben.
I have put Gabby Bortoleto.
In 18th, myself and Chris have agreed once again. We have both put Pierre Gasly. Ben, who are you putting?
RV Lindblad.
Okay. The only rookie this year.
Yeah.
Unless you count the eternal rookie Fernando Alonso. In 17th, Myself and Chris have agreed once again, actually, with Nico Hulkenberg. Ben, who have you put in 17th?
Valtteri Bottas.
Bottas, okay. I have put Ocon 16th, and Chris has put Stroll 16th.
Well, my easy top 3 is going to Liam Lawson.
Okay. In 15th, I've put Lindblad. Chris has put Ocon. Who have you got 15th?
I've put his countryman, Pierre Gasly.
Nice. I've put Lance Stroll 14th. This is quite high for me. Chris put Ollie Behrman.
I've put his teammate, Ocon.
Okay. In 13th, I've put Ollie Behrman, and Chris has put Lindblad.
And I've put Sir Lancelot.
Okay. In 12th, myself and Chris have agreed once again, this time with Liam Lawson.
I've put Ollie Behrman.
In 11th, me and Chris have agreed on a country, but not on the drivers. I've said Carlos Sainz. He's said Fernando Alonso. Who have you got 11th?
This is brutal. I put Isaac Hajar.
Okay, fair. I mean, you say that, but Yuki finished, what, 17th in the season?
Yep.
In 10th, me and Chris have agreed again. Alex Albon this time in the top 10.
I've went for Lewis Hamilton.
Hamilton 10th! A record ever low. Okay. In in 9th, me and Chris have agreed on the country once again, but this time we've inverted our drivers. It's me putting Fernando Alonso and him putting Carlos Sainz. Who have you got in 9th?
Yeah, keeping on with the Spanish theme, I put Fernando Alonso.
Hey, nice. All Spain, row 9. In 8th, me and Chris have agreed Isaac Hajar. Who have you got?
Alex Albon.
Okay. Oh my god. Me and Chris have agreed on Lewis Hamilton 7th.
I put his teammate, Charles Leclerc.
Me and Chris both put Leclerc 6th.
I put his old teammate, Carlos Sainz.
Oh, big year for Sainz. Oh my god. Me and Chris have both agreed Max Verstappen 5th.
Fuck, what is wrong with... Oh my god.
I'm buying in.
Antonelli.
I am buying in to the fucking compression rate, okay?
Fucking hell. Verstappen could be in the fucking Cadillac and still somehow finish 3rd.
Me and Chris have also agreed Kimi Antonelli 4th.
Yeah, but Max Verstappen.
You gave me all of that and you've only put him one place higher. You fucking prick. Alright, okay. The top 3 is different for me and Chris. So, Chris has put Lando Norris 3rd.
Yeah, he's fucking clueless.
I've put George Russell and you've gone for Piastri. Okay, so we all have different ones there. In second, me and Chris have agreed it's Oscar Piastri.
It's George Russell.
And obviously, that means Chris has put George Russell world champion. I've put Lando Norris back to back, 2-time world champion.
Back to back, baby.
We go into the top.
We eating good.
Can't wait to rename this voice channel while waiting for Lando to be a 3-time champion.
I don't know. I'm backing my boy, but I'm also... So many people are just in the mindset because Piastri is gonna be a champion at some point. We all know it.
Yeah, he's got it with him.
Everyone's sort of taken that for granted to say that Piastri is going to beat Norris this year, and I'm fucking having it.
Look, we've seen it. Like, I saw somebody post the 3 different championships. Right, as if the FIA minimum for a world championship to classify is 8 races. Norris didn't win in any of the 8 championship championships, 8 race championships rather. But he was just consistently there.
Yeah.
Which is what you need across the season. Oscar was good in the first and the second stint, but absolutely bombed in the third. Verstappen wasn't there in the first, was okay in the second, and annihilated in the third. Lando was just there. He just picked up points across the whole season, and that is what we say wins championships. It's like they say in Formula 2 and Formula 3. Just as long as you keep picking up points, you can still be the champion. We've seen enough people win without actually winning a single race. Leonardo Fornaroli's done it. I'm pretty sure Mick Schumacher did it in one of his seasons. Like, you don't need to win to win.
Yeah, unless you're against Max Verstappen.
Unless you're against Max, in which case you absolutely need to win.
Fucking win. Yeah, it's. They say that when you become a champion anyway, it makes you a better driver for it.
Mm.
You think like Lando's whole thing's been his mindset, and now he's champion.
That's the thing.
That whole mindset could just go.
There's got to be such a relief, right?
Yeah,
because you've done it. You don't need to worry about proving whether you're good enough because you've been there and you've done it. You can just drive,
relax. Yeah.
There's no need to be like, oh my God, if I don't make this and if I don't score these extra 2 points, then I'm not going to be the world champion. Or if I miss out on pole here, then I'm not going to score well in the race and that's going to impact my championship fight. Sure, that you're still probably going to be fighting for a championship. That's the way it goes most seasons the year after you become the champion. You've got a 1 on the car. You got a target on your back. But equally, you don't have anything to prove anymore.
Yeah, it was like Max said, like after he was first, everything now is just a bonus.
Yeah.
In which case it is. So.
Yeah, fingers crossed that correlates over to Lando, because I'd like to see him drive as freely as he was at the start of last year when he just was, you know, in a good headspace. Like, yeah, they were winning most races as a team, even if it wasn't him, but he was still driving really well.
Yeah.
So
it'd be interesting to see if like Mercedes are as good as people say they are, in which case would mean Russell in a title fight. That could, we will sort of like assume, but at least I do, the fact that Russell's already got everything that he needs and just needs the car.
Yeah. He's got
the fact that
he's got raw speed over qualifying. He's got race pace, as proven in places like Canada and Singapore. He's got the radio excuses. He's got the dirty driving. Yeah. He is a champion in the making.
Yeah. It's all there. So
yeah.
It'd be interesting just how he deals with the pressure of it.
Yeah, 100%. It's just going to be more, he just turned in on me's. or more, I left him enough space.
Yeah.
It's going to be that, isn't it? You can see it coming a mile off. Editor's note here. We cut this bit out and save it for the end of the season.
Insert Russell crashing at USA.
Insert Russell crash montage at the end of the season here, following this. That's what's going to get us demonetized because we can't show the actual clips. I'm going to have to do like stills, aren't I? Like each crash, but in 3 frames of like before the impact, after the impact.
We create an award, Mercedes of the year, George Russell of the year. That's a good one.
George Russell of the year. How badly did he just turn into you?
George Russell of the year. Oh. Way to crash someone out and say that they turned it on you. Was that Stroll last year? Or was that... Yeah, it could be Stroll Gabby last year at Brazil.
Yeah, fair.
They just turned in on me, man.
Yeah. Oh my God. We get Perez back as well, so this is going to be extra fun.
Yeah.
We get our old game back. I can't believe it. What a time to be alive.
I don't know. I feel like this year's just going to be mad, and you're going to get like some crazy podiums. I could see Fernando being on the podium at some point.
Oh God, yes, absolutely. Adrian Newey has been snorting lines of white powder off that drawing board for God knows how many years. He knows how to make a car.
Yeah, because I don't think they'd be there, but I think
They're
they'd
definitely
have
in with a shout.
sort of be like a McLaren from 2021,
Just starting to
but
sort of
I think the
sniff at the
teams
back of
above
the
them,
top. Yeah.
yeah, I just think there'd be more sort of about less crashes between two people fighting for a title.
Yeah, I think the problem that Aston Martin have, right, is that they don't have the front running experience.
Yes, but
They've got
then
they've got people within the team that do have that experience.
do.
They've got
Yeah,
Alonso, they've got Adrian Newey, right? They've got the other technical principals that have all been there at other teams and done it, but they've never cohesively as a unit produced a front running vehicle and produced a race win because of it. I think that is where you could see them downfall, in the same way that Ferrari recently have almost been their biggest own enemy, of the fact that they've
yeah,
been so stressed about trying to produce a good result that they've made bad decisions. I
yeah. Or,
think I think podiums are a definite possibility for Aston Martin. I think they will be at the start of the season the lead midfield team. I reckon their through season development will be slower than other teams because Adrian Newey has stepped away from his designing role as his main role and is now team principal. I think if Adrian Newey had stayed as chief design and stayed there, I think their through season development would be faster and more effective.
yeah, but that's probably one downfall of Aston over the past however many years is their in-season development.
Mm.
Do you think there's not really been a season where what is it, 23 when they started really well?
Yeah, but you've got to look at the fact that they've spent all this money and they've brought the world's greatest Formula One car designer into their team, and now they've taken him away from just designing the car.
Yeah.
Like, I understand from a personal perspective that yes, for him, this is his next step in his career.
But it's not what Aston planned for when they first brought him in.
But at the same time, it's not what he's best at, is it? Because how many
Yeah,
times have
but
you
we
seen
don't.
him on the grid just looking at another car and then going back and doing some sketches later on the pit wall?
Yeah.
Like, that man is every F1 team's worst nightmare because it doesn't matter what you've designed. That man will take one look at it, sketch it down, and in 3 weeks he's understood it and designed his own version.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what Aston's plans were when they first brought him in.
Mm. Yeah, well, I mean, I believe it was pretty simple. It was design a rocket ship.
Yeah. And now it's like, oh, you could be team principal.
Were they far enough through the development cycle of this car that he'd already done the hard graft? They had the car pretty much
Yeah,
nailed
but
down.
at the point where he says that he's leaving Red Bull, he knows that he's going somewhere else.
He's already designing a car.
Yeah.
He's on gardening leave, but the man has a copy of the fucking regulations stuffed under his pillow, let's be honest.
Yeah. That'd be the interesting thing as well.
So yeah, I reckon that they'll be far enough. They'll have been far enough through the development cycle when they announced he was going to be team principal that he's done most of the design of the car already, if not all of it.
Yeah.
And they were just in the sort of the final manufacturing processes, right? Which is why I think they're going to start strong but fade.
Because
I mean, we'll
he's
have
not
to
in
wait and
control
see,
of what.
really. He can make his
Yeah.
suggestions and he can probably still do his sketches, but at the end of the day, that's not his day-to-day priority, is it? That's the thing. His day-to-day priority is maximizing the team's results, not maximizing the design of the car.
Yeah.
So I reckon we'll still see him on the grid doing his walks, and I reckon you can't make that man stop sketching, but I don't think he's going to be spending
He
as much
won't have.
time at his drawing board.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the time, isn't it? He'll
Yeah.
still be doing it, but it won't be as much as he used to.
Yeah. 100% he still has one in his office. Even though he's the team principal, he's still designing things. I would not expect him.
Break.
Yeah, I would not expect him to stop that by any means. But it's just not going to be his priority, is it?
Yeah.
With regards to, I'm interested by your positioning of Audi in your list here. Given Audi have been on the up in recent years, they've started their restructuring in that. They're on an upward trajectory, and now you've dropped them off a cliff.
Yes. Engine reliability.
Okay.
That is my.
So purely from a powertrain perspective,
it's just where I would put Cadillac there, but the fact they've got a factory used from Ferrari, it might be shit, but at least it should.
It's a Ferrari.
Reliable, hopefully.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Insert
hopefully.
Numerous clips of Ferrari engines breaking down throughout the year.
Editor.
Yeah.
I say editor like I pay someone. Yeah. It's me.
Yeah, and yeah, also one. It's driver lineup as well. I think Perez and Bottas would do well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the fact that they'll have a pretty dire car.
Mm. I think Perez and Bottas are going to take some time to get up to speed again. It's a new generation of car, and they've both been out of action for a year. It's not something to overlook. I know that obviously they're going to be doing their typical winter season training and whatever, but all of the other drivers drove last year. The only other driver that hasn't driven an F1 car last year is Arvid Lindblad, but he was still driving an F2 car.
Yeah,
I know they're very much not the same, but yeah, exactly. He's done practice sessions and everything. And I know Perez has done shakedowns in a mule car for Cadillac with their Ferrari power unit in the back, but it's still not going to be racing speeds and racing Gs, is it? That's the thing.
Yeah, my only sort of worry with putting Cadillac 10th, which is mental to say, is their team in racing sort of conditions and understanding when to box and how the race is going to go.
I mean, you can sort of get that from other teams, can't you? You've watched enough races that you can sort of gauge that. And I doubt that they've just pulled an entire bunch of fresh bloods. I'm sure that they've probably pulled some people across from other racing series that they have.
Yeah.
And they've probably poached a couple of people from other teams as well.
As long as it's not Ferrari.
Hey, maybe they've got an agreement. Have you seen, actually, speaking of Ferrari and poaching, have you seen that Ferrari have pulled some WEC engineers into their F1 team?
I don't know how much I like that, to be honest.
Ferrari have admitted that their WEC team is better than their F1 team.
Well, I think it's quite easy to see. Considering what they've
been winning Le Mans
back to back.
Yeah. They know how to race. They know what to do. Yeah. So and this makes sense.
That's the longest race that you could get. And then if you do this shit for 24 hours, you can't even do it for fucking 2.
Yeah. It's like you can barely last 90 minutes without cocking up. And also, Lewis Hamilton has a new race engineer this season. Yeah. Adami's gone.
It's not really that sad, but
Couldn't cut
Yeah.
it, I guess, but I, I don't know. I feel like there was a difference in the working relationship there between like Lewis and Bono. You know,
Yeah, but that's
it's
they're
always going to
so
be the
used
case,
to
isn't
the
it?
Bono. Yeah.
Two people work together for so long, you just sort of innately understand each other.
Yeah.
So
Who's
it's never going to be that level of
It'd be interesting to see
cohesiveness.
who he gets as
Mm.
his race
I don't
this
know if
year.
they've announced it or not. I just know that they've said that it's not going to be a Dami. So who knows? Have we got any other news this week? There's
Um,
been a couple of like
to
what? Sorry, you completely fucking roboted
That's
that.
it. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. My fucking connection went. There you
Yeah.
go.
Do you want to
We
say that
good.
one again?
I want to defend my case about V-Card being a ninth. Is it
Okay.
ninth? Did I put ninth?
Uh,
And that is purely
yeah.
due to the drivers and the fact I feel like the teams around them just have. I think Pierre could outscore them, and I just think Haas and all just have a better lineup.
I'll agree
Because I
with you
think
on
if you were to
50% of that team.
Yeah, yeah, the Alpine one's quite interesting
Mm.
because I feel like they have a working car this year, at the very least. It's just how much can Gasly do with it? It'd be a bit like Red Bull last year. You know, Max is there, but the other drivers fucking nowhere.
You know when a manager gets like a football manager gets sacked and gets sent to go and coach the under 21s?
I thought it
That's
was,
basically what's happened to Adami. He's been sent to the driver academy. And
uh,
he's the driver academy and test previous cars manager. So it makes it sound like it's an improvement, but is it?
uh,
Is it? They also haven't. I haven't seen it, but I don't think they've announced. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. The appointment of the new race engineer for Car 44 will be announced in due course. So they haven't announced it yet. Williams have confirmed that Luke Browning is their reserve driver for 2026. Logan Sargent has been confirmed as a Ford WEC hypercar driver. Didn't have that on my
yeah,
2026 bingo card.
America.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Um, Anything else we've missed? Oh, Alpine have retained Nina Gademan for a second season in the F1 Academy. And Puma have selected Rachel Robertson for the 2026 season. She's a Scottish driver. She made a one off appearance at the Vegas event last year. So she's eligible for 2 years in F1 Academy still. Williams has also confirmed that Victor Martin is a test and development driver. So there you have it. There's probably some other pieces of news that I've missed, but wait, who did Cadillac? Cadillac signed Joe as test and reserve, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
There we go.
I've just read past that. It's on the 5th of January.
Yes, it was. There he is. I've just reached that far. And the former Red Bull strategy chief starts at McLaren. Gardening leave is over.
Ooh.
So there we go. That's probably about it, right? We're back in December now, so yeah, that'll do us. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
about right.
last year's news.
Yeah. Right. That's everything. Right, in that case, we will be back in 2 weeks. So the episode will come out on the 3rd of February for all of the catch up of the team's liveries that will be revealed between now and then. I think we said it was Audi, Mercedes, Ferrari, and Alpine. And we will bring you any other news that happens between now and then. And if we manage to get any data out of this shakedown test, then we'll bring you our thoughts on that as well.
This team broke down. This team broke down.
Yeah.
That team was the fastest.
If we manage to get any of that, yeah. We'll see. But until then, thank you for listening and or watching, and goodbye.